welcome. It is that time again. We are doing another TBR video, this time for spring. Now, a little recap of the last TBR video. Out of the 5 books I picked out, I read 0 of them. Funny story though, remember the book that I was like, oh, I keep looking at this book thinking I've read it, but then I look back at it and I'm like, no, I haven't read it. Yeah, I have. So technically, out of the 5 books I picked last time, I have read one of them, just not for that season. Anyway, for spring, since we're starting early and not halfway through the season like last time, I'm going to pick out 8 prompts, 8 to 10. We'll see how we're feeling after 8. I think realistically, I can get to 8 books in spring. But if I want to push myself, maybe I'll pick 10 prompts. That way I have more of an option too, so I don't get into another reading slump. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. Let's just get started. We have the TBR jar we are going to be picking out of. I didn't add the prompts from last time back in. So these are going to be all new prompts. Oh, they're all like clumped together. That one fell out. Let's choose that one. Oh no. Our first prompt is going to be a book about book lovers. Oh, not me writing that in gray, so it's really hard to see. I don't even have a thought in my brain of what book this could be because I go into my books not knowing much about them, so it makes it really hard when I'm doing these videos and it's not based on the cover. Oh, I have one. Oh. My duck is about to fall. I have this cute little duck. Last bookshop in London? I mean, I'm guessing if it's about a bookshop, they're book lovers. Alright, I don't know if this counts because I technically don't know what this book is about, but it gives book lover vibes. So we're gonna do this for our book about book lovers prompt and hope for the best. We have book number 1. Yay. Prompt number 2, we're picking right off the top. The top never gets any love. Oh, easy. Book set in a magical place. Love it. Throne of Glass. Is that magical? In a world without magic is the first line of this book. So no, it is not a magical place. Travis, no. For our magical world prompt, I've decided to go with powerless, specifically because it is set in a world where if you're magical, you have status, and if you're not, you're kind of banished. I feel like that is what the book is about. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But I think that's what this book is about, so we're gonna go with powerless. I'm very excited to read this book. It hasn't been on my shelf for too long. It really hasn't. So I think the shorter amount of time something sits on my shelf, the more excited I am to read it. Like these books that have been on my shelf for months to years, I'm like, I'm over it, even though I never read it yet. Anyway, here's our second book. This is a thick one though, so this will be quite the read whenever I get to it. Next prompt, we're going to pick this one. Book with chapter titles. Oh my gosh, this prompt, I was thinking about this prompt because the last book I read, it had chapter titles instead of chapter numbers. And I was like, oh shoot, could have used this. But now I have to go through all my books and oh, this is just names. I don't think that counts. I didn't finish my sentence. Go through every book and see which books have titles instead of numbered chapters. I'm starting from the bottom and going up. Whichever is the first one to have title chapters instead of numbered chapters, I'm just gonna pick it. Some of these have really long chapters and it takes me a while to even get to a chapter. Okay, 11. Page 217, and this is chapter 11. That's crazy. That's insane. Okay, sorry, that caught me off guard. This has chapter title and a chapter number. I don't know if that counts. I'm going to see if any others have chapter titles. I know I just said that I was going to pick the first one, but I don't know if this is like the title or if it's the like section, because it's a self-help book. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not making any sense today. So we'll keep that one like kind of out and we'll keep going. See, the next self-help book I pick up has the same thing. It has a title, but then also a chapter. So I don't know if that counts. Or if we need like just a title, like my last book was. I don't know, I'm stressed. I think I might just have to count titles and numbers. I'm not gonna give up yet. I'm not gonna give up yet. Why do I feel like I'm cheating? I'm not cheating. The books are cheating, not me. I genuinely did not think I would have so many options. Almost all of my nonfiction books have chapter titles, and then there are a couple nonfiction. There are a couple fiction, like Life in a Fishbowl, All the Single Ladies, Float Plan. I think that's all. So I have a lot of choices. I could not find one that only had the page heading. They always had page numbers, or chapter headings and chapter numbers. They always had the chapter numbers with them. So, you know what? Let's go with what I said I would do. And I'm going to go with the first one that I saw that had the chapter headings, and that is The 5 Love Languages. This is a short one, so that kind of counteracts the very long one that we picked last time. Yeah, no, this is a good one. Good choice, Gabby. Prompt number 4. I watch a lot of people do this, and there is one person I watch, Larry. Oh my gosh, she's one of my favorite booktubers I watch. She's so funny and just so relatable. She does this, and at the beginning she like puts a disclaimer that she'll probably not read any of these, but it's fun to pick the prompts out of the jar. I mean, it's fun to look through the books she has. So that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, I don't know if I'll get to any of these, but this is fun. The process of doing it is super fun. Mystery thriller. I think I only have 2 on my bookshelf to choose from, and that is either, oh, I have more than 2. Sorry, taking my words back. I have The Housemaid, Frida McFadden. Romeo's read that one. He said he liked it. I have None Shall Sleep, Ellie Marney. And I have, I'm just making sure I don't have any other ones. I have The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I think I'm gonna go House Across the Lake because I've been wanting to read that one for so long. Here it is, The House Across the Lake. I've heard such good things about this book. Oh my goodness, I'm excited for this one. This also, that was kind of a chunky book, so. Okay, prompt number 5. Book by an author I love. I already know what book I'm gonna choose. Oh, or should I do that instead? No, I already had something in mind. I'm gonna stick with what I had in mind. 1,000 Heartbeats, Kiara Cass. I love every single book that I read of hers, and this is the last one that I have that I haven't read of hers. Again, it's a very thick book, so we're gonna hope I can get to this one, but I've been wanting to read this one so bad, so I'm really excited. Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, we are on a roll. Next prompt. I don't know why I put it above my head. It just feels right. Young adult, which is most of these. I picked which book off of my physical TBR I most wanted to read, and then I looked it up on Goodreads just to make sure it was young adult, but it is. I'm choosing Daughter of the Pirate King. My friend recommended this to me so long ago, and I really need to get to reading it, so this is our young adult pick. I'm really excited. She has the best things to say about this book, so I'm way excited. We are on to prompt number 7. I am flying. I definitely should do it like this every time. Last time I took the books that I was considering off my shelf. This time I've just kind of been pulling them out and leaving them like that. So much easier. So much easier. Oh my gosh, I was about to say that I haven't gotten any of the like color prompts yet. Green cover. Color prompt. So excited because obviously I organized my shelf by color. So it's super easy. Oh, my last one was a green cover. You know what that means? That means we have one option. I don't know if the Great Gatsby counts. No, that's blue. We have one option for green. Friday Night Lights. This was on the TBR for last season, and I was really excited about it. I just didn't have time to read it. So I'm actually really happy with this pick. Yay! Oh my gosh, this is so much fun, and we're flying. Prop number 8. Pick right off the top. Purple cover. We are getting all of the colors now. Purple cover, which is down here where you can't see. Oh, I guess there's a couple purple over there. Let's see. One True Loves. It's this cute, like light purple. Oh my gosh. I love, love, love this cover. I think this one, she goes on a trip, maybe a cruise, and then she meets someone. And that's kind of the premise of the book. I don't know. This is one I like know a little bit about, but really not much. This one, I actually have not seen anyone review this book, but I picked it up at my local book thrift store. I don't know what you call that. And I thought it's so cute. How could I not pick this up? Anyway, so this is our purple cover pick. She's so cute. I'm so excited to learn her story. Okay, that was 8. I'm gonna pick 2 more. Number 9. A series. Okay, so there are 2 ways I can go with this. This entire video, I have been looking at my selection series because I read these 3 in November, I think, but I haven't gotten to these 2 yet. So I might pick The Heir and just finish my series. I've already read all of these books, but I wanted to reread them, and I got through these 3 and I haven't done these 2, so I might pick that, or maybe I'll start a new series. You know what, let's do it. I'm picking The Heir. I'll actually get the book out. Okay, fine. Oh, I could do Throne of Glass too. No, I already chose. We're going to pick The Heir by Kiara Cass. That means we have 2 books by Kiara Cass on the TBR. I love her. And this series is my absolute favorite series. I love the selection series. And I know this is kind of like its own series. The Heir and the Crown are kind of their own thing. But I just group them in with the selection series. So when I first read them, I read my sister's copies. And then I got some copies for Christmas like a year ago. So I'm really excited. Can you tell? Is this the last one? This is the last prompt for this video. My cup is getting pretty low on prompts, so I'm gonna have to write some more out. Book set in the current season. That was so difficult. After looking up over a dozen books, we finally found one that takes place in the springtime. I owe you one. This was on my TBR for last season as well. I didn't get to it, didn't have time. Don't know much about it, but I'm just excited to have found one that takes place in spring. Everything either takes place in the winter or the summer. Nothing takes place in spring. And surprisingly few take place in fall too, which was crazy. Anyway, we got it, which means our TBR for spring is complete. We have, I was gonna hold them all up, but I don't think I'm strong enough to do that. First book picked out in today's video was a book about book lovers, and I'm hoping this fits. We have The Last Bookshop in London. Then a book set in a magical place. We have Powerless, a book with chapter titles, The 5 Love Languages, mystery thriller, it's The House Across the Lake, book by an author I love, 1,000 Heartbeats by Kiara Cass. Our young adult book is Daughter of the Pirate King. Our green cover is Friday Night Lights. Our purple cover is One True Loves. Our series is The Heir, part of the selection series. And finally, our book set in the current season. I owe you one. This was a lot of fun. It was kind of overwhelming at times, but I think we have a really good, fun spring TBR, and I am genuinely excited to read again, which is amazing. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day today to come hang out with me, to come do book things, and I hope you follow along on my reading journey in spring, see how many I get to. And if you don't, my next TBR video, I will let you know how many of the 10 I actually ended up reading. So I hope you all have an amazing day. See you next time. Bye. Oh, it has a map. I love it when books have maps. Wow, my eyes are really green today. So fun. The fact that I didn't even know this story was sitting on my shelf is crazy. I love when I find my husband's name in books, but his name is literally Romeo, so it happens a lot. I'm gonna drop all of these.